Why aren't we talking about the middle? We celebrate the beginning, the promise, the vision, the moment God speaks something over your life that makes your heart come alive. And we celebrate the ending, the breakthrough, the testimony, the moment where it finally comes together. But the middle is where most people give up. Not dramatically, not with a grand declaration that they're done trusting God, just slowly, incrementally, almost imperceptibly, they stop believing. They lower their expectations. They make peace with less than what God promised because waiting for the fullness has simply become too exhausting. And that is precisely where the enemy wants you. The middle is not a mistake. It's not evidence that God has forgotten you or that the promise was never real. The middle is where formation happens, where the character required to steward the promise is being built, where God does the deep, slow, unglamorous work that the beginning couldn't accomplish and the ending will require. The enemy knows this, sometimes better than we do, so one of his most effective strategies is not to attack the promise directly, it's to attack your willingness to keep going. If he can get you to abandon the middle, he never has to worry about the ending. We tend to think of patience as passive, gritting your teeth and enduring something unpleasant until it finally stops. But biblical patience is far more active than that. James puts it this way in James 1, verses 2 through 4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Patience, perseverance is doing something, producing something, maturity, completeness, a wholeness that cannot be manufactured in any other way. The testing of your faith is not a detour from your destiny. It is the road that leads there. The Israelites give us one of the most sobering examples of what happens when patience collapses in the middle of the story. By Exodus 16, Israel has already witnessed the plagues, the parting of the Red Sea, the defeat of Pharaoh's army. God has proven himself unmistakably, and yet 1 month into the wilderness, hunger sets in. Routine is gone, and they start romanticizing Egypt. Listen to what they said. If only the Lord had killed us back in Egypt. There we sat around pots filled with meat and ate all the bread we wanted. They are longing for slavery, because at least slavery was familiar. And here is what the enemy whispers into that discomfort. What you had before may not have been good, but at least it was certain. You see, familiar bondage feels safer than unfamiliar freedom. And that is the trap. Faith, by definition, lives in the middle. And Hebrews 11:1 tells us exactly why. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, not the evidence of things that have already arrived, which means the enemy's entire strategy against your patience is to make the unseen feel like the non-existent. If you are in the middle right now, if you are tired, if the promise feels distant, if you have quietly started to wonder whether it's time to just let it go, I need you to hear this. The middle is not the end. Don't stop here.